all right, we're on. I am in Santa Barbara, and I'm speaking with soprano Molly Wilson in Oakland, California. She is working on her master's degree at the San Francisco Conservatory of Music. Yes?
I actually just graduated in May.
Well, I must have read your press release from a couple months ago. Okay, well, congratulations on that. But just to, let me we're going to talk a lot about that stuff. But what we're really going to speak about is an upcoming performance. Actually, that you guys are going to do two performances, one at a private home, and then at Center Stage Theater in Santa Barbara on Monday, the what is that, the 25th of August.
Yes,
Is that a cat?
maybe.
Good. I love cats. Anywho, Monday, August 25th at
Mhm.
high noon. That's
Yes.
important for people to get clear about. High noon, Monday, August 25th, a performance of Gian-Carlo Menotti's charming one-act chamber opera. I don't know where I get orchestra. Anyway, chamber opera, The Telephone. And this piece was composed in 1947. Who would have ever thought there'd be a problem with telephones back then compared to what we have now in terms of the intrusion of this instrument in daily life, these iPhones and all that. We'll talk about it. But as you just heard, Molly Wilson is the proud holder of a master's degree in music from the San Francisco Conservatory of Music. She has made some decisions apparently and is going to try this crazy thing called pursuing a career in music. But let's just and in opera, I mean, this ain't no easy challenge, right?
Yeah. That no, it definitely is. I'm so lucky that Opera Santa Barbara has selected me to be a studio artist this year. It's a great opportunity to get out, and it's so close to home that it feels like I get to go away and really start my career, but I still get to stay in California and stay kind of close to my home base. So I'm really excited. I'm going to be down there to do The Telephone, like you were just talking about, and I'll also be back in February to do
Yes.
L'Italiana in Algeri, and I will be singing Elvira, who's sort of the sad wife.
Yeah, and by the way, you just stole all my speaking points. Thank you very much. But yeah,
Oh,
exactly. And
I'm sorry.
that's okay. You're gonna start. I'm kidding. You're gonna start. I guess in 2015 you'll be a studio artist officially.
Yeah.
And again, this is wonderful because we are on this West Coast. We've got San Francisco. We've got Los Angeles. We've got Santa Barbara. This is really nice. And the studio artists program at Opera Santa Barbara is a real kickoff. I mean, it
Oh,
helps.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, the people I know who've been in it have gone on to do such amazing things. I mean, winning the Met competition, Julie Adams did last year. So yeah, I feel like there are very, very high standards, and I'm excited to get down there.
Good, and let's hope there's magic, as in Metropolitan
Yes.
Opera auditions, huh? And this little opera is about the dilemma of human beings trying to communicate with an inanimate object, this telephone, getting in the way all the time. Another what I was going to say is it's also there's some beautiful music, Menotti's music,
Oh yeah.
and Molly is going to be playing opposite one other singer, baritone Daniel Schofield, who plays the character Ben, who's trying desperately to propose marriage to Lucy, who is Molly's character, and finally gets through, guess what, by telephoning her. What's going to go on with this production? I know that Jose Maria Condemi, our artistic director at Opera Santa Barbara, is involved as director. Any little, I mean, what are we going to have, a 1947 telephone, or do you want to not give that away?
I'm actually not really sure yet. I think we're gonna have a sort of 50s era. I've been asked to bring
Yeah.
down a sort of 50s era dress.
Oh,
So that is about as much as I know.
okay.
But yeah, I would guess it's going to be a little more traditional. Otherwise, I might need to get a new case for my phone so it looks a little beat up if we do something more modern. So yeah, I think we'll probably be sticking with a pretty traditional 50s version of
Yeah,
it.
nice. That's fun. A little period bonbon, for
Yes.
lack of another word,
Yes.
and also not easy because as when you mentioned may have a little earlier, this is very exposed. There are two of you. There's a baritone, there's a
Yes.
soprano. That's it, folks. There's a piano. Sometimes there's a little chamber orchestra. In this case, there's going to be a pianist at center stage. Now, just I know this work, off and on over the past few decades. Now, tell me just if there are any pratfalls, any real dangers in terms of this very exposed act of composition.
Well, I think Menotti sort of is always a little bit of a challenge because he writes in this style that's at once very traditional. He'll sort of lure you into this very comfortable melody, and then suddenly he'll modulate to a new key or just throw in a chord that makes no sense but sounds so cool when he does it. And I think that's really like Menotti's glory was bringing this very old world of opera into the 20th century and giving it a very an updated harmony to a very traditional melody. So I definitely, even today, I caught for the first time a note that I had been singing a note that sounded very nice, but was not actually what Menotti had written. So I keep catching myself in these little moments, which is fun. It's a great challenge to be able to get into, but it is sort of an endurance test, like you said. It's just myself and the baritone really has little moments of himself, but there are long stretches where it is just me talking on my telephone to no one on stage. So it's both an acting challenge in that I'm interacting with non-existent people and a singing challenge in that I have to hold the stage by myself for most of the show, which is exciting.
Yeah, and one other thing, let's just have a look. You are from Richmond, Virginia. Am I got that right?
I am.
And
yep.
Just forgive me, the old man wants to know at what point, where was it, maybe high school musical, something, what was it that kicked in and you decided, or have you yet, that this is it?
Well, I think to the utter confusion of both my parents, who were much more into sort of 80s punk rock, I got a tape of the Magic Flute when I was 6. And that pretty much sealed it. I was the queen of the night for Halloween and then Pamina the year after. So I confused a lot of neighbors, and something in my 6-year-old brain decided this was it. You get to wear big dresses, you get to sing. And I just stuck with it. I got very stubborn and really never stopped. I did children's choir for 10 years until I was 18 and no longer legally allowed to be a child. And then I just kept going from there.
Well, you sure did, and you're in the right city, I think, in San Francisco.
Yeah.
San Francisco Bay Area. That's pretty sweet. That's a big opera town.
It's fantastic. There's so many companies here, so there's a lot of opportunities for me to go, but there's also, I think I probably get to go see a concert or a performance every week, which is amazing.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing, seeing, watching,
Absolutely.
Learning. You haven't done telephone before, have you?
I've never done the telephone before.
Give me a little overview of, because we all are understanding you are just really about ready to launch. Here, you got the master's degree, you're legal,
yes,
so to say, and now you're really going to start pushing the envelope here a bit. What kind of little roles have you been involved in, or big roles even, in the past couple years, and then what you got your eyes on up there a couple, 3-4 years from now?
Sure. So this last year at the conservatory, I was lucky and I got to do 2 roles. So I did Susanna in Le Nozze di Figaro, and then a month after that, I did the Lady with the Hand Mirror in Dominic Argento's Postcard from Morocco. So it was sort of a very, very traditional opera, contrast very modern opera that barely has a plot. So that was an amazing contrast I got to do. And then I also have done outside of school with Pocket Opera, which is a local San Francisco opera. I did Anne Page in The Merry Wives of Windsor last summer. And this summer I returned and did Sylviane in The Merry Widow. And yeah, coming up, so right now, all that I have officially happening is I'll be a studio artist with Opera Santa Barbara, and then I'm going to do auditions for young artist programs all across the country, so we'll see what happens.
There you go. Oh boy. Well, that is very exciting because you are right there, as I've said ad nauseum, but you're at this peak where you're kind of pushing yourself off the edge, really. You don't have much choice now. It's make it or break it, whatever that means. But of course, with the what else do you have a plan B just in case? Come on now.
I I do. So I do a lot of work in childcare. My mom is a preschool teacher, so I have been working in schools since forever, since I can remember. And so right now, to sort of supplement singing, my official title is I'm a child wrangler with the San Francisco Opera, which means that when there are kids in a production, I make sure that they don't get lost. I make sure that they get into the right costume, which is surprisingly difficult with 7 and 8 year olds.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, so that's sort of what I do. And then, I there's so many musical opportunities. I try not to really think of a plan B, so to speak. I just take what I can get and try to make music wherever I can.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well put, and it sounds like you are psychologically fit for this challenging career ahead, because it can be, it's up and down and up and down. That's the thing in the arts, just in general.
Absolutely.
But I have a feeling, I have a feeling you're going to do well. Let me just kind of let's do I'm going to give the folks out here, and this is going out all over Southern California, including Santa Barbara. So I mean, I'm hoping to generate a little bit of interest. It's not a large room. Hello, everybody. It's a small room at Center Stage Theater. But what a beautiful little chamber opera is The Telephone. And let's just get through some details. Tickets, $15. Give me a break. 15 bucks. I think with the facility fee, it goes up to 18 or something. Sweet. High
Yeah,
noon.
I believe so.
High noon on Monday, the 25th of August. Just a little. This is like a teaser before the real big season begins with Opera Santa Barbara, which, by the way, at the end of the season, I don't have the dates, but at the end, I'm looking forward to seeing A Streetcar Named Desire, the Previn opera, which was just performed recently with Los Angeles Opera. Anyway, we got cheap tickets. We've got Monday the 25th. Let me give you the phone number, all of you out there that are watching this, for Gian-Carlo Menotti's The Telephone at Center Stage Theater in Santa Barbara. The telephone number for the box office is area code 805-963-0408. And we have the little piece is being directed by Opera Santa Barbara's artistic director Jose Maria Condemi, pianist coach Cheryl Lynn Fielding. Now she is also. Have you had a chance to work with her a little bit yet, or what? Not yet.
Not yet. I'm going down on Thursday, and that's when we do coachings all day.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting and helpful. So let me just encourage everybody, if you have what a better way to spend a little lunch break of about let's say maybe 40 minutes perhaps. You have time to get back to work, and it's at 12 noon Monday the 25th. I've said ad nauseum. What have I forgotten to ask you that you need to tell me about yourself and your life and your future? You have cats. We know this.
I do. There's a cat right around my ankles right now. So I keep looking down. Sorry. About myself. Well, my future. If you've got anything to tell me about my future, that would be great.
We'll have to wait till we see the medium. Never mind. Go ahead.
That's right. Exactly. I'm not sure. I'm out there. I'm trying to get stuff. So most of the things I'm sort of tentatively lining up are in the Bay Area, but hopefully I can get some more stuff in Southern California, because I hear you guys actually have summer down there.
Yeah, here to all of that, and we're going out to the right crowd down in the Southern California areas where this gets shot. About 6,000 folks, several hundred of whom pay attention and have a look. Anyway, it's been a delight speaking with you. So far, you look to have a very, very positive, exciting attitude, and you're very geared up for this career. Whenever I hear anybody tell me that it all started when they were 5 or 6 years old, that's what I hear a lot from the people who withstand the journey, who make the full journey, and I'm sure you are going to do that. Soprano Molly Wilson in Oakland, California, thanks very much for giving me a few minutes of your Sunday afternoon, and I look forward to meeting you on the 25th. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
Now,